Hey traders, Akil Stokes here of Trading Powered, and welcome to this week's Live Room Weekend Review. Hope you guys didn't miss me too much, and I apologize for being away, but had to clear out some time to finally take a honeymoon with the wife, and also head down to Trading Powered headquarters to do some prep work ahead of this year's Technical Trader Workshop. And well, had a lot of fun down there, and if you've seen the teaser video that we've put out already, you can tell that this thing is going to be big. And if you haven't, make sure you head over to Jason's YouTube page and not sure the name of it, but check out the movie-like preview. That's all I'll say about that. As far as trading go, it hasn't been the best of trading months so far. August has been really slow, and there's a few reasons why that is. First of all, this is the time when a lot of traders are on vacation. Uh, the end of August, they're saying, hey, let's get our last bit of vacation out of the way before September comes around and we have to start the grind once again. Add that to the fact that this entire year the market has been on edge as far as big fundamental releases, and we are expecting a rather large one in September. So a lot of traders are really just in wait and see mode before deciding to put their money anywhere in the market. They're waiting to see what the Fed does with this bond buyback, and not really what will happen, but when they're going to start doing what they mentioned a few months ago. So what we've been seeing on the day trading side of things is some really slow movement. Now, we've still had a lot of potential trade setups, and we've been doing a lot of analysis in the live room, and this isn't everything from the live room, but looking through our syndicate, you can kind of see over the last couple of weeks, we've had some, a good amount of potential trades setting up. But unfortunately, a lot of them just aren't completing. And looking at my live room stats right now, we've only taken about 18 trades so far this month, and we're basically break even. I think up about 40 pips, which isn't bad. I'll take it as long as we're not down. It's not a big deal. However, on the swing trading side of things, it hasn't been a good month. We're seeing a lot of patterns, and aside from the two back-to-back big winners on New Zealand, we're seeing a lot of these advanced patterns just being stopped out by the market. I know personally I'm down in a cipher pattern on New Zealand right now. Canada finally came back on a cipher pattern here in red slash a bat pattern here in blue, up about 30 pips, but we're nowhere near target one yet, and I actually got to adjust these targets up. We haven't hit target one yet, so I can't count this as a win or get excited about it at all, but it's been a rough month. And in this video, I wanted to just say that, during months like this where either patterns are getting broken out or it seems like the markets aren't really doing much, there's two common mistakes that traders usually make. The first is over trading, meaning not necessarily taking too many trades, but when they see patterns setting up, instead of waiting for them to complete, they're hopping in trades early because they want that opportunity. They're taking trades where they would usually wait for a double bottom as the rules dictate. They're hopping in aggressively and say, I'm just going to buy it right here. Basically, they're feeling that need for action, and it causes them to get involved in the market prematurely, which we all know often leads to losses. And remember this, guys. Trading is not a game. It's not gambling. We don't trade for the rush. It's not like we're at the craps table or the poker table and we're at the blackjack table and we're on a winning streak and we're like, oh yeah, let's double up, and we're not trying to achieve that high. This is a business. This is our hard-earned money at stake, and you want to try to get as least you don't want to get emotional with your money. Let's just say that this is your business. You don't want to make emotional decisions. You want to follow your business plan, and if, well, the markets just aren't giving you anything to go off of, you just have to sit back and twiddle your thumbs for a little bit. Now, the second mistake that traders make is revenge trading. As I mentioned, on the swing trading side of things, I've seen a lot of advanced patterns just get broken out. A good example is here on pound dollar. Nope, not yet. Pound Aussie, if I can remember one. Yeah, a great example is here on pound Aussie. You can see we had a Gartley pattern in blue on pound Aussie. Broke right past this structure level to the high side. Now we're seeing a lot of traders once again get emotional, say, oh man, I knew this Gartley was going to win. Let me get long right away. With no reason. And usually that revenge trading you get whipsawed to death and end up taking another loss. Now, if you're patient and if you have the skills of reading a chart, you'll learn that after these advanced patterns break, there are valid setups, and this actually has to be or gets to be a good example of one. We have our X leg right here for our pound Aussie. We have our X to A to B, B to C, C to D. Or C to D is actually probably a little lower down here. We know that stops go above our X because, well, this is our primary structure level. We also know that if this X leg, if this level is penetrated and broken, we know that we're most likely wrong with this Gartley. If we go back to our new structure high principles, higher high, higher close principles, we know that a higher high, higher close, or new structure high at this level tells us that the trend should be continuing bullish. So if we know the trend is going to be continuing bullish, if we're stopped out of our pattern already, instead of just acting emotional and trying to buy it up right away and getting caught in the whipsaw, say right here as the market pushes back down to structure, we want to use our brains. We want to use our knowledge of technical analysis and say, well, how can I get involved? We know there's a good chance that the market's going to retrace back. So what can we use in our trading plan to involve ourselves in another valid trade? We can use a candlestick entry formation. We could use 3-bar reversal. And in this case, the market actually gives us a cipher pattern as we come back down in the structure. We have, if I remember this correctly, X to A to B, B to C, C to D down here, which ended up being a target 1 winner. And you're saying to yourself, you're not going to make as much back as you lost. Obviously, if you took this Gartley pattern, you lost a lot more than you won on this small cipher, but you got some back, and that's all that matters. Sometimes, especially if you're a swing trader, there's going to be down months. You're going to hit periods of drawdown as a trader. It's part of the deal. It happens. The key is not to try and avoid them by, again, revenge trading or over trading and finding that, shooting for extraordinary targets that you probably should be leaving alone. The action or the course of action you want to take is really to just conserve those losses. So if you can get some back, that's a big help at the end of your month. And even though you still have to bite the bullet a little bit and have a losing month, well, at least you conserved it. You didn't have a disastrous month where you blow your account or anything like that. You manage, you fight through the drawdown, and then eventually you'll get back to winning. So I know this week's live room weekend review is a little different, but again, there's not much happening out there in the market. So figured I'd give you a little speech, a little spiel, a little trading lesson, whatever you want to call it. So that's it for this week, traders. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you share, say good things about me, please. But also go over to the Trade Empowered website and check out the written review, as I'll talk a little bit more about the statistics, if I can talk right. It's been a long day. The statistics of our live rooms so far this month. So I'll see you guys next week. Again, check out that trailer for the Technical Trader Workshop. And as always, remember, plan your trade, trade your plan. Good luck next week.